What is up? We have a little bit of what I should do is journal. I kind of want to back test, but we're going to go over this trade. I have the video I took of the live session. We accidentally closed early, so we're down. We're actually down on the account today on the eval. We were trying to full port this shit to pass it. It would have been a break-even trade anyways. We already went over the rundown, so I don't need to go over much of this. We're going to watch a PB Blake video he uploaded on YouTube. But we just swept out these highs that we came into. So yeah, we'll see. We're going to go to YouTube real quick.
What is going on? Welcome to today's trade recap of the day. Today is January 7th, Wednesday, 2026. I'm going to be going over today's price action. The one trade I'm taking today, I lost another $15,000 on the day. Back-to-back L's. Not looking too hot for the month of January. I'm down 30K on the month of January, down 30K for the week. So we'll see. Will I come back from this, or will I just get cooked? Will I have a losing month to start the year? Will I have a losing week to start the year? We shall see. You just got to come back and see. So, today, I got stop rated. Not something that is good. I'm not even joking. I literally got stop rated like that, and then price went and hit my TP. So, this is what happens. This is the reality of trading. Not a video I'm loving to make right now, but, you know, shit like this happens, and I got to be transparent on here. I'm showing you guys everything, wins, losses. And even times that I make stupid mistakes like this, and even times where I know I'm going to get 1,000 comments.
He got in. I got in, I think, around here. Yeah. He got in here after coming into that 5 minute. We'll go look on the small time frame. Yeah, we chop. We might have actually, no, we might have had the same entry. No, he got in right here. Put stops right there. He gets stopped and it runs. Stops maybe should have gone lower. I got in right here. He got in off of this inversion. Right around the same place, actually. So we might have had the same fucking trade. We're going to find out. Because we do get fucking stop rated. So we'll see. We'll watch the rest of this video.
Saying, bro, why didn't you put your stop loss in the swing move, bro? You're so fried, blah, blah, blah. And, yeah, I don't really care. Whatever. Let's just get into this shit, alright? First things first, P&L. P&L skis down 15.7 racks. Oof. Doesn't feel too good, does it? No, it doesn't. Let's get into the bias, though. How I came to this bias, how I was bullish, and everything like that. It was a pretty obvious bias today, pretty obvious trade. But let's get into it. Okay, coming into the morning session, I was looking really bullish. I wanted to see an open low, potentially going for London lows, and it was like a weird bias because the 4-hour inverted bearish, but I still wasn't like super bearish from that. I was still really bullish just because of ES. ES was a huge telling factor here. We had previous day high. We had this weekly buy side liquidity above us as well. And then, of course, what do we have all the way to the left? It was here, all-time highs. Like, we're just super, super bullish on ES. We're clearly disrespecting this, like, 4-hour range, respecting bullish, disrespecting bearish, right? So that's what ES was looking like. So I was just looking to be a lot more bullish coming into the day, okay? So coming today, right, let's play out price. And we have an open, and price just ends up opening higher, and we just end up opening higher. Okay, cool, we rip up. We also had like a mini little internal SMC with this like 923 low. ES ended up trading into this 15-minute bullish rally gap right here, and that ended up sending price higher. So this was a 15-minute intermediate low at the time, right? This is the low inside of the gap. But we did end up ripping higher from there, okay? NQ ends up delivering higher. And from here, I'm just looking for a simple continuation model. So I'm looking for a 15-minute gap to open up, a 5-minute gap to open up. We also then had news, so I was waiting for that. I was looking to get an AMD model here, accumulation. I then want to see manipulation lower.
Oh my god, this is literally exactly what I was talking about in my video. And it's like, hey, clearly bullish. We're going to probably look for a continuation because of my conditions I set. So I'm making an assumption, set my conditions. My assumption gets confirmed with my conditions. We're probably going to look for a continuation. We're going to look for on the lower time frame to find some good structure. We see that we actually have somewhat of a max short we could take here, but I'm not trying to do that if it's against the long-term trend. I think higher probability the longs would have played out, right? And they did. Would have been a break even. I ended up taking a loss because I accidentally exited early. And what do you know? 5-minute. Come into the 5-minute, the 15-minute. What he said he wanted to see those open up. We do come into those. We hit 15-minute equilibrium. We hit CE on the 15-minute gap.
Back up. That was simply the
AMD, accumulation, manipulation to the 15-minute, the 5-minute, and give distribution.
model I was looking for. more. And what do? Exactly that. We have a 10 a.m. open. We have an open low hitting what? A discounted 5-minute Fair Value gap right here. All right, as you can see, we have a 5-minute gap right here. And we're also delivering from lower time frames over here, right? This 15-minute gap here. London session trading this hourly gap. So we're just clearly respecting bullish or disrespecting bearish, right? And looking at this 5-minute chart right here, we end up getting the 5-minute tap, tapping into this gap, tapping into this gap, and also tapping into this 15-minute bullish rally gap right here, getting instantaneous displacement after this 10 a.m. open low, right? And ES did what? We traded all the way down here, swept out this 15-minute intermediate low, that low resting inside of that gap, and we started getting displacement back up, right? So I think the reason that this trade kind of lagged behind and didn't have like a lot of displacement was just simply the fact that there was really not a super, super strong magnet in terms of draw and liquidity, right? And you'll sometimes see this with continuation trades. And as you can see here, right, we do have, of course, beautiful draws above, right? We have these draws. This is the previous week high. The only problem with this was, of course, that ES had this bearish SMT. ES already took out previous week high. But am I really worried about that? No, because ES is just obviously still really bullish, and we're still going for all-time highs at the end of the day. So I'm not too worried about this move. I'm expecting this previous week high to do something like this, to trade into, the 15-minute gap again, to sweep out some sell side, to take some sell stops, and boom, we did. And then I'm expecting price to trade back up, right? So we ended up getting this 2-minute close here. It was like a 2-minute IFVG, I believe.
He took the 2-minute, I took the 3. Damn.
Contract when I got a little bit of a better feel once I saw the 3-minute also close. And then, I was risking around like $500 across my accounts. Okay, so from here, we ended up having this trade, and I did not put my stop loss at the swing low. I put it right here. Why did I put it here?
So the only difference is I entered on a 3-minute, so I got a worse risk reward because it was the highest time frame for value gap. He entered on a 2-minute. Maybe that's a little more discretional. I'm gonna be mechanical until I can be discretional. Like I said, for me now to be like, I'm gonna enter on this 2-minute instead of the 3-minute. It's like, why? Off what? What do I fucking know? Stay mechanical. Enter on the highest. Like my rules consist of: does my take profit have low resistance? Does my stop loss have higher resistance? Am I like aligning the lower time frames with the higher time frame narrative? And then am I taking the highest time frame inversion, right? And is it a bare minimum inverse for value gap or a good inverse for value gap? And that was in the last live session that will get uploaded from today. So my stops were down here. I accidentally closed in this. We took the same fucking trade, really. I accidentally closed here trying to set a take profit. Yeah, fucking, it's in the video. You'll see it uploaded. And it comes back lower, immediately comes in a drawdown. I still like the trade. He still likes the trade. Blake was talking about how he still liked the trade. He thought it was a good trade. It just was terrible stop loss placement on him. I put my stop loss at the CE of this wick.
Well, I put it here for really two reasons. I mean, for one, I just wasn't expecting this. With a lot of continuations, we just, continue ripping up. I was expecting that. And as well as this was a 3-minute gap here. And we had a 2-minute gap here, fat 2-minute gap. I did not want to see this get closed through. And once we closed through that, I just cut my losses, got out of the trade. I was not trying to hold to all the way here. ES also wasn't looking that great at the time. So, when we started disrespecting this gap here, I decided, fuck it, let me just get out of this trade. I was wrong on the buys. I was wrong. We are not going up. And that's the end of it, right? And what do we end up doing? Saying you were right on the bias, and you would have hit a 1-to-1, and there's your trade. I actually would have hit a 1-to-1 also perfectly if I put my TP right there. Could you imagine that, bro? But this is the reality of trading, bro. Sometimes shit like this happens. Sometimes my analysis is wrong, and I don't think I was too nitpicky about my stop loss. It's definitely just something to journal. Just definitely more data in my collection, which is just always something I'm willing to have. But should have been a winning day. Should have been a winning trade. Overall, my analysis and bias was right. I just had a little bit too tight of a stop loss here. I just wasn't expecting this to honestly get ran through. I was expecting these gaps here to hold, to send price higher, and I was wrong on that. And there is really nothing else I can do. I'm not gonna sit here and fucking cry about it. Took another L. I'm gonna just get off the charts here, hit the gym. Literally, that's all I can do. Just keep sticking with my habits every day. Not a great start to the month whatsoever. 2 L's back to back. Not looking too hot, but yeah, I'm pretty confident in my bias. I am confident that we're going to go higher, and sometimes, you know, shit like this happens where you just get stopped rated, and yeah, that's really it. I'm not going to sit here and yap for much longer. That's really it. That's going to wrap up this video. If you guys want to start copy trading accounts, Alpha Futures, I'm not sure if Apex is still on its 90% off sale, but there still is a code for that. If you guys want to get some Alpha accounts, Apex accounts, and also Tradeify accounts, all links are in the description for that. As well as, if you guys want to copy trade, what I use to copy all of my accounts is a platform called TradeSyncer. So go check out the link in the description for that. If you guys want a code for that as well, if you want to get some percentage off. And I'm working right now on a freaking insane free course for you guys. It is going to be so long. It's been taking me days. I've been recording this shit for literal days now. Doing like 4-hour days of just recording, so it's gonna be a really long fucking free course, but this shit will feed generations, and I'm really hyped on how it's turning out. So hopefully I'll be able to upload that by Sunday for you guys to see, and yeah, hopefully we'll see then. But that's it. I'm gonna wrap up this video here, and I'll maybe see you guys tomorrow if I take a trade, or Friday. If not, we'll wrap up the week there, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.
So yeah, that's exactly what we saw. So basically I had the same entry. Stop loss was right around here, so I would have got stopped at break even up at this point if I took the 2-minute inversion like he did. Shit, what time would he have taken this? 2 an inversion. If I would have waited for a little retrace, I could have hit a right around a 1-to-1. Yeah, this would have been a 1-to-1 for me. And then immediately reversed. My stop's a little bit higher because I got in on the 3-minute inversion, which is up here, and I targeted up to this draw on liquidity, and it would have been a break-even day for me. So what we can do, and honestly, like on the alpha, we have the zero plan. Drawdown's kind of fucking cooked right now, so I could either try to pass this. I mean, the next trade I'd only be able to risk like 900, and that's what I think I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna risk 900, and if I hit a 1-to-1, then we get the account back up to basically 50,000. If we hit like a 1-to-1, 1-to-2, or we would blow it, and that's fine with me. I could cancel it right now or reset, but I'm just going to risk 900 and then ideally hit in the next trade and then go into that next trade and just full port it once we get the account back at break even. Just because this is an Alpha Zero account, it's not a funded account. I wouldn't full port a funded account. A funded account, I just risk 250 and slowly scale that to a couple $1,000 payouts. But yeah, we can go right into our Notion. Oh, here. Beautiful. And we will get our trade journal all set up. So what would this be? Name this trade 3. Well, actually, I want to name this, yeah, trade 3. Yeah. What's the date today? It is 1. We'll do 1/7/26. Market condition, it was kind of slow, I'd say. Risk to reward. Hold on. Would have been break even. Pair, NASDAQ, position, long, entry time frame, 3-minute, bias, bullish, day, it'd be a Wednesday, month, January, news, yes, confluences, 15-minute bullish for value gap retrace and 5-minute three-minute IFVG on the account. This is on an evaluation, learning. Would have been a break even trade, but I accidentally closed early. Can't spell would have, but I closed early, and we'll just start with that entry, market, time. What time was the entry? 9:09. Session time, New York AM. Motion control, very good. Emotional notes, clean and not stressed. Trade rating, say like a 4 right now. We'll just say, and we'll go and take pictures now. We'll just go take pictures of the 4 hour, how the 4 hour was looking. Hold on, I want to do some stuff. So now marking this up, obviously, like I said, the 1 hour gets an inverse. That's nice. The 4 hour gets an inverse as well, so that leads me to be more bullish. The 15-minute, we get accumulation. As you can see on the 5-minute, we're accumulating right here. We get manipulation into this 15-minute gap. We hit the fair value gap, the CE of it as well. We have a 5-minute gap resting right here that we also respected. And then we ended up, I mean, we tapped into a bunch of times, so it means nothing to me, but then we get the 3-minute inversion. So we're going to take a picture of this real quick. And then, yeah, we get a 3-minute inversion that we take. And this runs. And continues to run. So, just let's go to the trade journal copy. We can go down into the 4 hour. We're going to add an image. This is the annoying work we got to do. Yeah, that's the 4 hour time frame. We go to the 1 hour. It's the 1 hour gap for me. We can go right up to 1 hour time frame. Oh, this is a 2 hour. Fuck. I should add a 1 hour. One hour is all we really need. that's the 1 hour. We have the 30-minute image. Let's make sure this is a 30-minute, 1 hour, 30-minute. Shit. Hold on. Your boy's being silly. So 4 hour, 2 hour, 1 hour. What's this one? This is a 3-minute. Hold on, we can go to the 3-minute. We'll just put in right now. Upload file. 4 hour, 2 hour, 1 hour. This, I believe, is a 3-minute. Yeah, beautiful. 3-minute. We'll do the 5-minute as well. Right up this 5-minute. Beautiful. The 5-minute is where it's super clean, and we can go over here. We can do the 15-minute now. We'll take a picture of this. Beautiful. I love journaling. Now we got that 15-minute. Beautiful. And then we can go and look at ES as well, which I don't really want to mark up. Image. Yeah, ES. Beautiful. Notice we don't really have the 30-minute marked up. Let's go to NQ because that's what I was focused on the 30-minute. Minute really has nothing for us. Alright, we can go to, we can get rid of that. We can write down grade 3, January 7th, clue time 9. Let's go into the table. September. Okay. yeah, these were the ones we don't really give a damn about. We're focused on this on January 7th, 2026, 9:09. Would have been a break-even trade, but I accidentally closed early. Pair 15-minute bullish for value, get retrace. All right. Slow, risk reward, we got break-even. Long, New York game, evaluation, Wednesday, very good. Clean on stress, and we rated it a 4. I like the trade. I'll do 4.5. Pre-market analysis. So we have trade 3, bullish analysis. Pre-market, we were looking bullish. We had news at 9 a.m. Also, we were sponsored. Can't spell. Jesus, can't type. We were sponsored by a 1 hour bullish for value gap. We'll do post market analysis. We'll do 107.26. Trade taken. Yes. Result. Break even. Mental. Good. Notes. So price. So after 9 a.m. news, we got an IFVG on a 1 hour and 4 hour bull bearish. Fair value gap. Leading me to continue bullish narrative. I was then looking for a we can't type continuation. I was then looking for continuation. We get a 15-minute and 5-minute bullish for value gap retrace and get a clean 3-minute IFVG for execution. This was AMD structure with the 5-minute accumulating and the manipulation leg pulling into the 15-minute fair value gap. I targeted low resistance highs resting above which we hit the first DOL 1 hour and I went break even. The trade came back down and stopped me out at break even. Alright, so now we can go back to this. So after 9 a.m. news, we got an continuation, manipulation, accumulating. Everything else is good. We'll get that video uploaded right now in a bit. So that's pre-market analysis. Coming into this day, like I said, trade 3. This was trade 3, trade 2. Would have been a break-even trade, but I closed early. Good break-even spot. The 2-minute IFVG would have played for my 1-to-1, but I waited for highest time frame inversion, so I got my first DOL hit, went break So bias was correct. All right. We go to the calendar. Break even, this would be in the month. The gallery. These are trades I didn't take. The 6 and 7 1, trade 2, trade 3, trade 3 1 7. We'll just name this example actually. Trade example. Trade example. We got all the pictures. What do we think about our photos like when our charts look like this? I think it's quite clean, but I fuck with this. But yeah, that's it. Really, it. This is only a 30-minute long video. I've been pausing, but that would have been it. I'm not gonna have time to do back tests today. Well, good back tests at least. So I'm gonna be done for the day after this. But we've journaled everything that happened throughout this trade. We end up having it on the gallery, so pictures of it all, and then we have the calendar. I believe on these other ones I explained like what happened. Yeah, comments notice the overextension. I'm gonna do that in a bit. We do have this video, so we'll do like comments and like just exactly. I'm gonna pause this to get some clear thought on what maybe I could have done. Like I said, if I entered on that 2-minute version, this would have hit for a 1-to-1 before I got break even. Why I entered on the highest time frame inversion, because I'm not trying to enter off a discretion that I don't have. It's just being a dumbass, right? But overall, no matter what, bias was correct. We weren't able to execute flawlessly. We weren't able, like, and it would have stopped me out. Even if I had my stop loss at this low, right, it would have stopped me out there and then continued higher to come back in this 15-minute, make a resweep. But drawing liquidity was correct. Just one of those days, and that's what trading is. It's about learning. It's about, doing everything right and taking L's, doing everything wrong and taking wins, right? I'd rather do everything right and take an L than do everything wrong and end up getting rewarded for it, because that just promotes bad psychology. But this was literally the trade for the day. Like I said, we are down right now. So going into the next time I put on a trade on this eval, I'm just going to risk right off the bat 950 and shoot for a 1-to-1. Try to get the account back up. And then if we get it back up at break even with or around break even with, like I said, we're maybe down $100 or $150 with the next trade that we put on, then I'll go into the next time I put on a trade and just full port that 3,000 and pass it, ideally with a 1-to-1. Would be like 40, 50 contracts, but at the end of the day, it's fine. But yeah, that's really it. And then once we get into the actual live account with Alpha, like I said, we're on a 0 plan, so highest payout I think I could pay myself is a $1,200 payout. I don't give a damn about that, the payout size. I give a damn about the consistency, and if I'm able to do it consistently over time, I can reward myself by scaling up and getting their standard plan or their advanced plan. And at that point, I think my next goal would, after I get a couple payouts of this, would just be the copy trade. And risk $250 in copy trade, and then just take like a $4 or $5 grand payout, and then ideally scale up a little. Start risking, if I have confidence, start risking $500 per trade, and then try to get like a little bigger payout, like maybe a 10 grand payout or 15. Obviously, everything's different. We'll see with scaling, but not mad. This is the first trade of me for the year. The first trade, and it would have been a break even, like I said. But that's fine. We can live and learn from this stuff. Not mad at this at all. Drawing liquidity was correct. It's just didn't want to play out. And we are pushing higher and higher. Our all-time highs aren't until all the way up here, so we got nothing to really worry about with that. Hoping we don't go for those all-time highs. Clear trend in today, like I said, was bullish. We were sponsored by that 1 hour. We filled in this 4 hour. We're continuing higher. If we even want to look on the 15-minute, when we got to pull back into this 15-minute, like Blake was talking about, we get to pull back into this 15-minute, and we pushed higher. Well, even before that, we get to pull back into a 15-minute gap here, and that pushes us higher. Like, we're overall just higher time frame. Narrative was bullish. So I was trying to line that with the lower time frame. We get some beautiful accumulation, manipulation to the 15-minute, and then pre-distribution inversion. It just kind of chopped, and it would have stopped us out at break even. But, I mean, it does end up delivering higher and higher, and this is what the trade would have been for me today. But we were not able to execute flawlessly on that. And that's perfectly fine. Hold on. Give me a second. So, yeah, adding into this. PB Blake took the same trade but got it on the 2-minute inverse fair value gap instead of the 3-minute, which I assume is due to discretion. Overall, I like this trade and would take it again. Clear high time frame narrative and lower time frame AMD structure, and my conditions validated that we wanted. Oh my gosh, that we wanted, bro. And my conditions validated that we wanted to go higher, so I found my execution point. The trade would have been break even, but it did run higher. So my bias was correct. I just got stopped out. So we go into like the 15-minute, and the 15-minute gave us our manipulation into this 15-minute gap, right? The 5-minute we saw we were accumulating. We get manipulation to a 15-minute gap, and distribution and pre-distribution inversion on the 3-minute. 1 hour. Clearly bullish with the 1 hour gap being inverse at 9 a.m. open. We were sponsored by a 1 hour bullish gap coming into the day as well. Okay, forgot the space, or no. For our 4 hour gap was inverse to giving me extra bullish confirmation. And then the ES was at all resting at all time highs and looking extra bullish. All right, nice. That's really it. That is really it. Trade 3 pre-market, we were looking bullish. This is just the analysis going into it, right? And then the post-market analysis. This is where we actually did a little bit of a paragraph. I will get this uploaded into YouTube. Yeah, I'll have to go to create, upload video. Hold on. $10:47 today. What video is that? Probably this. Live trading. Playlist. We'll use no, it's not made for kids. We'll get this uploaded. So we have that being uploaded. And close this. And then I'm going to get, yeah, that will be uploaded. No views. Don't give a damn about the views. This is all for me. This is a back test. This is a new back test that we're doing, which we're not going to be able to get done today. But yeah, this is what we marked out today. This is basically all that we took. We just did the journal and everything. So it's now here, trade 3. So we have 1 trade for the month so far. We'll see how many more we can get. Tomorrow is Thursday, so I don't even know what we have for news tomorrow. Unemployment claims at 7:30. All right. Tomorrow will be a normal trading day, and then Friday will, I'm assuming, NFP. So no trades Friday. Most likely back testing day for Friday. Excited to do that. We actually get some good back tests done. So tomorrow's going to be my last trading day of the week. See if market gives a valid setup or not. And if we do, we'll take that and see what we can get with it. Other than that, yeah, 1 trade on the month so far. If we want to look at the calendar, obviously break even so far in the month. We'll see overall. This is on the eval, remember, too, so we'll see. I'm just going to calculate it all, like, on the same. So, like, the month of December, 1 win, and then a break even. Well, it was just a trade to mark down. It was 1 win, though. And then we have 1 loss. So, we'll see. I know Blake took 3 trades in the month of December. I didn't take much. And I'm just back finally this week. So we have 1 trade finally this week on this Wednesday. I didn't trade yesterday and didn't take a trade on Monday. But we're back, and we're going to figure out what Price wants to do. We'll see where we want to go. Ideally, you know, who knows, we'll let probability do its thing. But if I keep seeing A-plus setups that I like, I'll take them. And ideally, probability will play out, and we can get like 5 or 6 wins going here, maybe 7 wins. And we can start off, if we get, I mean, fuck, even like 7 more wins, we can start off the funded account really well. All I need to do is just hit 2 more wins, and I can pass this account, because now I got to hit a break even. I can do the account back up to break even and then full port it. And it's just literally 2 more wins is all we need. Just 1-to-1s. And we can get put onto the Alpha Live account, where on top of that, like I said, you could look at your trade history analysis. Here too, you'll be able to see analysis for like how much you do. Today was bad. Today was fucking retarded. But yeah, get this video uploading, checking 3%. I'll get this one uploaded. This will just be the trade journal for 107.26. So yeah, I'm gonna get out. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Get the fuck after it. I gotta go to work, so I can't do much, but I can make a little more money. But just get after it. Stay locked in. Peace.